Good night, Karen, and I want to thank you all for joining us this evening for our Tuesday Maariv service. We're here live. We're on Facebook. We're on the Sim Shalom page, UJUC, JSLI, and Rabbi Stephen Blaine. We're also on simshalom.com, and we are on YouTube. So welcome, everybody, to our Tuesday service. You can chat with me, say hi in our chat room. Love to see you. And we are getting ready to begin our Tuesday service. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. Our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom more praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. Okay, there's our technology. And now we do our evening blessing. As we see Adonai's blessing of twilight and dawn, we think of the actual physical manifestation of separating light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvidbuna mishaneh etim. Umachalit hazmanim umsader kochavim v'mishmoroteim barakia kirtzono. Ureyom v'layla golel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or umavir yom umevi layla umavdil ben yom uven layla Adonai tzavot shemo el chai v'kayim tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer that states who we are, what our creed is, a prayer that does not ask, but a prayer that explains. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. V'yahavta, and you shall love. V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha. V'hayu hadbarim ha'eleh asher Elohim mitzavcha hayom al levavecha. V'shnantam levanecha v'dibarta bam. V'shivtecha b'veitecha v'leftecha v'aderech. V'shof b'hov kumecha. V'shatam la'ot al yadecha. V'chayu l'totefo b'neinecha. Uv'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'sharecha. L'ma'an tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai. V'item kedushim le'Elohehem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher chotzeti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lahem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. I am the Lord your God, who took you out of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Okay, we're going to take a moment to stop and say hi. Saying hi to Reba, Ellen, Marvin, Sue. Hi, everybody. I'm glad you can join us. Let's see who's here on our regular Facebook page. Barbara, Dee, my friend Elaine. Oh, I'm glad you made it, Elaine. Albert, Dee, thank you. Our family as well. Okay, Elaine, I'll text you later. All right, so it's good to see everybody. I hope everybody's well. Our prayers go out to those, Ellen, in New York, after what happened in Brooklyn today. Yeah.
Really a horror. At the time is, it was the high time, 8:30.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I was up then and I got all the alerts starting
Yeah.
as soon as it happened. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, what can we say? But anyway, so I'm hoping everybody is preparing for the holiday, getting your cooking done, and just doing what we do for the holiday, whatever that might be. All right, let's get back
What
to
happened in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn today, there was somebody released a can, some kind of smoke bomb, and then started shooting 10 people.
Oh, God.
Nobody was seriously hurt,
Thank God for that.
but the person is still loose, but they're getting more and more information.
Oh, I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Originally.
This was on the N train heading into the city at 8:30.
Heading into the city, we mean, well,
It happened in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It happened in Brooklyn. The train goes through all the way. Well, it probably was coming from Brooklyn, goes all the way to Astoria, but it happened in Brooklyn, Sunnyside.
Okay, let's get back to our
I'm from Crown
service.
Heights.
Okay, let's get back to our service. And we will absolutely think of everybody during our prayer session. And the technology always works slow. It's like this is a glitch. And as Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea, they did sing, Mi chamocha balim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osei feleh. Who is like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'achamirenu malkeinu l'chaim, u'frosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Eternal One, our God, cause us to lie down in peace and raise us up to life, our sovereign. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us for your name's sake. Shield us and remove from our path all hostility, disease, war, famine, and sorrow. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a protecting and saving power. Truly a sovereign, power, gracious and compassionate are you. Guard our shelter, our going and our coming in life and in peace now and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Okay, Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba v'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyo ulmechon uvchayedecho beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kariv v'yimaru amen yesh mei Rabba mevorach v'yalam maya yitbarach Yitbarak, Vishtabak, V'yapar, V'yroman, V'ynaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Kudusha, B'riyachu. Leila mikol bechata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, dami rambi alma, b'yimeru, amen. I'm going to jump ahead now to our Devar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend is just chock full of holidays. For those who celebrate, we have Passover. For those who celebrate, we have Good Friday and Easter. Well, let's talk about the Passover one. I hope some of you are preparing whichever way you celebrate. But let's look a little bit about the history. First of all, the word Seder. Seder means in order. If you were speaking in Hebrew and you wanted to say, how are you? You'd answer, Beseder. Beseder. In order. Everything's in order. Means okay. But everything's okay. Beseder. The Seder is the order. This is the order of what we are going to learn. Now, the Seder didn't begin the next year. That's not what happened. See, actually, what we had for a Seder was, the sharing of the matzah. Once Jerusalem was reestablished and the temple was built, you had sacrifices. But we didn't see what we normally have until after the Romans destroyed the temple. That changed Judaism totally, because we no longer had sacrifices. The rabbis had to redefine all of Judaism. So by this time, 200 CE, you had a great many Jews living in Rome. And the rabbis had to reconstruct something to replace, our prayer books, the synagogue. That is what replaced sacrifices. And the creation of the Haggadah, the actual Seder, as we know. Well, we have a lot of traditions, like the Seder plate. Where do these come from? These come from where they were living at the time. They weren't thinking about in the past. They were probably thinking about the future, but they modeled it after what we have now, what they had then, I'm sorry. So let's think about the Romans. Start with the 4 questions. Why is this night different than all other nights? On all other nights, we eat chametz and matzah, although most of us don't eat matzah on all other nights. But on this night, why only matzah? We're retelling the story. Why on all other nights do we eat vegetables, but on this night we only eat bitter herbs, maror? Okay, easy one, bitter times, etc. Why on all other nights do we dip our vegetables once, but on this night we dip our vegetables twice? I don't know about you. Maybe you can do a show of hands. How many of you dip your vegetables? Okay, I don't dip my vegetables. I put the dip on the vegetables or a sauce, but we don't dip. Let's keep that in mind for a moment. Why on this night are we able to recline? How many of you eat dinner reclining? Ellen's celebrating Passover every night. Think about this. This is based on the Roman time. Think about the Romans on those couches, eating the grapes like this. Some guy there with a feather fanning them like this. These were the people that represented freedom at the time. The rich were free. And that's the way the rich symbolized. Vegetables was not something easily gotten. And you dipped your vegetables. It was an expensive thing to do. But if you're rich, you could dip your vegetables twice. Hey, what's money, right? You dip your vegetables twice. The Romans sat on that chair and they reclined. Not something we would normally do. But it was the symbol of who was the rich. We're free. We can eat like them. We can live like them. We don't live like them. We don't eat like them. But we're taking a bit of history from 200 CE and applying it. The rabbis applied it to what was symbolic of the rich. And then, of course, we know that the rest of the story deals with keeping the kids entertained, telling the story, the wise son, etc., etc., etc. So we're getting kids involved. Look for the afikomen. I mean, I don't know about you, but my aunts used to cheat and tell us where the afikomen was hidden because they knew we'd find it anyway. And that's how we got all our little gifts. So the whole idea was try to keep the children entertained, keep them involved. Somehow along the way, in some Orthodox home, this is a 4 or 5 hour production. I don't know how they keep the kids entertained 4 or 5 hours, but okay. In Rabbi Karen's home, we do the 30-minute Seder, the 30-minute Haggadah. I sometimes think eating takes just as fast. 5 days of cooking and 30 minutes of eating, but it's okay. So keep the story of freedom in your heart, know a little bit of the history, but celebrate. Celebrate the way you do. Celebrate with family, celebrate with friends, go somewhere, invite people over, go to Chabad, sit in front of your TV and watch a Seder on TV and have your dinner watching it. However you celebrate, do it with an open heart and thanks that we could do this in freedom. Okay, let's get back. So we'll take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our mind. Oh, say shalom bimruma, huyase shalom aleinu, ve'ako Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimruma, huyase shalom aleinu, Ve'al Yisrael, Imru, Amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, let peace descend on all of us and all Israel. And let us say, Amen. Okay, we're going to get ready for our Mishabera. So please type in the names of those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. And I want to start with Sid and Joyce Becker, Katie and Luna Marcello, the people of New York City who are dealing with this horrific attack. Lauren Wall. Alan Ferrer de Lima and Arlette Ferrer de Lima, Bat Julia Ferrer de Lima, Margaret Raymond, Timothy Paul Taylor, Melanie Kutnick, although suffering physically and emotionally, Dorothy, Mac, Marlene, Jimmy, Jean, Robin, all who are homeless, humans and animals, Lee Brushman, Any other names of those who need our healing thoughts and prayers? Rita Garvin, Dawn Alnut, and Edward Johnson. Okay, we're going to go back. Mishe Beirach Avotenu V'chol Habraha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Sarah Bat Colleen, Alexandra Bat Aurora, Marlene Bat Chaya, Rabbi Galit, Rabbi Nancy, Marvin, Amy, Beth, and Tamara. Mishe Beirach Imotenu V'chol Habraha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotze bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'eman Haya Adonai L'melech HaKoretz, Bayom Hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad, U'shmo Echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died in the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise God and pray for the coming of God's kingdom. And I want to say Jerry Mendel and Stacy Patel. Yikadal v'ikadash shemei rabbah, b'yalmad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, b'agalav zman kariv yimru amen. Yehesh mei rabbah mivorach le'olam ol mei al maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipaar v'yiraman v'yinaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'ilam mikol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Tamiram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lama rabbah mishamaya. V'chayim oleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mumav. Hu yaseh shalom. Oleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here on this special evening just before our holidays. May you all have a blessed holiday. May it be special. May you find a way to make it special for yourself. And I hope it's delicious. So take care all. Be well.
You too, Rabbi. Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.